Yeah, don't shut up, y'all. Good. Okay, so what is big up there? Metal elements, yeah, metal elements represent your wealth, right? When you're up there, play down. Holy shit. Have you ever seen 47,000 years ago till now? 40,000 years ago to 2,000 to 14,000 years ago. You Agrippa, even the lion god was caught digging up metals in Aztec ruins underground. The metal was used for poor Asian gods who created buildings, but their retinas turned black. Right. Mother China, as one of her goddess, was caught doing the same kind of work, and her retinas turned black. Right. When your retinas turn black, it means that aliens know you're so right, and it means you fucked up. Yeah, you fucked up. There's no cure. Yeah, there's no cure. And the point is, kid, that there isn't any metal left. Right. Have you got a clue everybody's reserve is like locked up? Yeah, everybody's reserve is locked up because everyone's waiting for a god to build a new solar system. Right. And everybody's pretty much out of this one. And I do see Pi, her is just kaboomed in Thailand, yeah. Her doesn't know Pi, her elements are leaking. It's like there's probably 20,000 elements have been theft from Southeast Asia. Her is a big no-no, yeah. Ningo Park, Ningo Tia, cho lâu, yeah. Bông hồ Southeast Asia, yeah. Thảo cá là phải sinh chất hóa. Có một số trở chúa hiếp phải là chỉ số tự chuan là chân đó. Chuan là bao giấy, chuan là bao giấy. Tụ bao niệm mong tao mà chúa cười, tụ bao đấy, tao biết chỉ số lúc nào đấy. Bây giờ bao tiền là hai nghìn tôi muốn nhẹ, là hai nghìn tôi muốn nhẹ tiền. Thảo lúc muốn nhẹ đó, bao trong nó nhiều chỉ trong đó là chấm nhiều cái kia đó. Tây tự cho bạn độ Tây và có thể có một lúc kia tiền here. The moment Paisenia said that, her brain learned there's tiny little sticks that secrete from metal that's been like tampered with, and then Pi them gets sick. Right. The moment you think you're living well, woman, you start dying. Pi's right. Malaysia is the biggest sign of contaminated metal. Yaku. Their gods and goddesses live with an life expectancy of 250,000 to 300,000. Right. And then them pass away. And I do see Pi accurate. The fucking dumb ass just laughed with Pi and Emerald Pi. Write this down. Fucking Thai bitch there has leaked about 20,000 metal elements. Pi's gonna leave her ass right there in the solar system. Right. Because there's no point, woman. There's no point. You just suck every day. You suck everywhere, y'all. I can't help you, y'all. And I don't have the means of rebuilding metal because it's impossible. Yeah, it's impossible, woman. White. And you don't know, woman, metal that has been contaminated. There's tiny sticks that pop out because other aliens have pretty much tampered with it. White. And Pi, write this down. The dumb ass that's fucking with Pi, now him figured it out that eventually Thai gods and goddesses die. White. Just like Malaysian gods. Because you didn't listen to Pi, you kept building with metal, and then metal got contaminated, and eventually, yeah, Pi's right, yeah, Pi's right. Watch what happens, Pi, because now I know her weeping in Thailand, yeah, and Chinese, you've been caught doing the same kind of dirt crap work, yuck, 47,000 years ago to 14,000 years ago, right. You don't know, you've been digging up metal from Aztec ruins and selling it off as clean metal, and God's no Pi's right. And woman, charges are tremendous. Yeah, charges are tremendous. I even know Palestine evil war gods have come back down to earth, and them in Afghanistan gods are pirate at large. Yeah, pirate at large. Pi's right. Israeli gods are there, and then Islam. Yeah, Islam's there, and Pakistan gods are there. I do see, woman, you don't have a clue. 645 Israeli gods fought them 48 devils from Palestine and failed in 8 hours. Accurate. Have you ever got a fucking clue, woman? Them is the cause of the book of law. Right. Holy shit, now her brain turned on to you. And when that bitch in Finland is attacked, kaboom, yeah, 4,000 more Pakistan gods show up. Right. And when 4,000 Pakistan gods, war gods fail, that's when you know Pi must be telling the truth. Yeah, in 3 days them are defeated. That's when you see science appears. Yeah, science God appears. And then pretty much immune for a few years, right? A few years, but then women, here's the biggest hint. When Afghanistan dad got of because is summoned, that's when you figure Pike's right. Because science shows up first, and then because shows up, and then bam, had it is summoned right there into Brazil. Yeah, Brazil continent. And Pakistan. When that happens, her fucking ass is now weeping in California near Wi-Fi's in the Midwest. Yuck. And woman, when that happens, you're on your own. Pi is right to that. Pi even has Islam's side of heaven right. And so, woman, good luck trying to fight the blue eyes and quartz eyes Palestine war gods and goddesses. Yeah, them are evil as hell, yeah. Pakistan gods even came down and rescued Pi's people in Southeast like 700 years ago. And, yeah, they were captured. Yeah, them were captured and held prisoner of war. White Palestine gods did that. Oh, woman, you don't have a clue. Yeah, you don't have a clue. Them and that Ebenezer character, all fucking pirates at large. Pi's right there. Right when it happens, Pi, that fucking bitch just disconnected. Pi's right. In fact, when Pi invoked Pi's power, a Finland goddess was right for 3 days. Yeah. But you know who, right? And so, yeah, them fucking Palestine fucking monsters even have 640 some of Pi's hawks, right? From Southeast, yeah, hawk gods, 43,000 Asian saucers that them hit up. Pi's right. Yeah, Pi's right. Since the 1100s, and women, 1400s, very apparent to build that structure, the Atlantic Ocean. Pi's right. Holy shit, now her brain's turning on, yeah. So when that happens, women, don't cry, yeah. In fact, 226, 3 females are tossed out of saucers. About 228, yeah. 3 females are tossed right out of saucers in Afghanistan, and Pi's right, yeah, Pi's right. Yep. And when that happens, women, yeah, you're on your own, woman, Pi's right, yeah. All the wealthy fathers came in looking like, oh, monsters from Palestine that don't have any kind of right anywhere in the heavens, just roaming large and cutting their way into, doesn't work that way, it doesn't work that way, Pi's right. Eventually, big bad evil, because big bad father from Afghanistan is because drops down, and then science, who, and Paisa, when you're there, holy shit, him is just weeping, You don't have a clue, Pi's right. Science fought that thing called had it for 2 years, because fought it for 8 years, yeah, oh shit. Woman, when that happens, broad daylight, don't cry, yeah. I don't want to be living in Brazil, right? What's it? When that happens, woman, you're on your own, woman, right. Your mom and dad, it turns out, them are pirates, them are Palestine, and them are Afghanistan, right. And that Afghanistan father, because came down and pretty much, like, fucked up everything, but, Pi, you get to go home, and I do see 640 some hogs are still being held hostage, prisoners of war by Palestine gods with blue-eye traits and clear water eyes and places. Be careful, the monster right there in Palestine Pi. Him not happy, but watch what Israeli gods did to him, right. The Israeli gods did come out to right. Right when Israeli gods pop out of saucer, woman, Pi's right, yeah. I told them Chaisu. And in 700 years ago, woman, it was Pakistan gods that came down here. A lesser family was captured by Palestine pirates, right. You know what, Pi? Right now, her ass in Pakistan is retarded. Her doesn't have a clue that Afghanistan pirate is going to do her right. And I even told you, your little Finland card, women, that bitch been raped by Ebenezer and them faggots, 48 of them, pirates from Palestine, right. Have you got a clue, woman? Real, them held hostage up there. And you can't do anything. Yeah, you can't do anything because them fucking things, fly out of saucers, smash saucers, pies. Right, y'all good. Pie fucking dish now is weeping. Yeah, now we got the picture. So if you had 600 Pakistan sisters in UFO and they've been fucked and murdered for 700 years, Pi must be telling the truth. Right. And so, Pi contacted Israeli gods and Pakistan gods, sending more reinforcements. And Pi's heading off back to Islam's heaven. Right. And so, Finland woman, Finland woman, Pi's right. Holy shit, right when that happens, Pi played him. Now him is not thrilled one bit because of his Afghanistan. And Paisian science is somewhere unknown still, right? And Pi, you're lucky. The moment Paisian, him just doesn't see. Tỏ luôn là tranh that Paisian. Lỡ chiến tranh có lỡ sai tê từ cái Afghanistan. Tê tụ chỉ because of the plot. Tê cho Pakistan đó là một hai nè tê. Tụ chỉ là một kia plot cho tự tụ là tua tê here. When because arrives on Earth Pi, I do see him slayed 40 some Palestine pirate gods, white and accurate Pi, accurate. Holy shit, him thought Pi was money. Them are the big bad boys. In fact, because you used to have a woman that dated Hadit, who has somehow acquired power and descends in Brazil, white. And so now you know them big meanies already knew Pi's right. Yeah. Chào lúc này chạy nữa Pi sẽ flow từ nhỏ đầu tết cho Middle East lỡ chạy có lý. Đỡ mùa múa cho bọn này Palestine hay cho Afghanistan là tuổi both types are not clean white. Woman, you got a lot of dirt on your hands, Pi's right, y'all good. A lot of blood, it doesn't wash away, y'all good. Cái gì sai Pi chứ nè. Chào lúc này chạy nữa mà lỡ mà nè chứ hai Pi. Pay to